All right. We are combining what we have done the past 3 days. We are going to talk about H, which moves us left to right. It's always the opposite sign. And we are going to talk about K, which moves us up or down. So I've got H, which moves us left or right, opposite sign. K moves us up or down, and it is the same sign. There is an A in front of here. So if it's like a negative x minus h, this would be, I say it two ways, reflected across the x-axis, or I could say facing down. Okay? So we have just now determined how the following graphs shift. The first number is the H. That's in parentheses. That's going to tell us left or right. The second, the K, the number at the end, tells us up or down. I'm going to draw the arrows on this so that you are confident. So, 5. It's a negative 5, but it's the opposite sign. And it's a positive 1, so it's up. So this is going to be 5 right, 1 up. So my vertex would be what? What's my vertex going to be? If I go 5 to the right and 1 up, what will it be? 5, 1. Number 2. What's happening to the 2 and the 7? 2 to the what? Opposite sign. 2 to the left, and then 7 down. So I want this to be getting like second nature for you. What's my vertex for number 2? 2 left and 7 down. Someone knew. From 0, 0, I have to go 2 left and 7 down. What number is that? It's negative 2 first, because that's left and right. Negative 7. The answer to the vertex is in the equation. Look at this. 5, 1, 2, 7. But it's the opposite sign in parentheses. So I don't want you to think. Okay. Number 3. 3 to the what? Left. And 1 down. Negative 3, comma, negative 1 is my new vertex. And then from my new vertex, I would just graph over 1, up 1, over 2, up 4, because A is 1. There's just a nothing in front of the parentheses. That means that A is just 1, parent function. Uh, 4. Table 9. What happens with the 8 and the 3? 8 right and 3 up. 8, comma 3. Number 5. It doesn't have an H. It would be like this. X minus 0 squared plus 5. It does not go left or right. It just goes up 5. Just up 5. My vertex is 0, 5. There is no H. If there is something missing, that's a 0. So nobody writes x minus 0. That's a huge waste of time. So that's just going to be x squared. This 5 is your k. The k tells us whether we move up or down. So it's just up 5. Last one. There is no h. Whoa. There's just an h. There is no k. So it'd be like plus 0. But what math person is going to write plus 0 at the end of everything? So just write 7. 7, 0. This matters to me that you know the difference. 0, 5 means up 5. 7, 0 means right 7. Up 5 would be like this. Up 5. 7 right would be like this. Okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to graph these. We already know the vertex, so that's going to be super great. And by the way, there is no axes drawn. It's our job to draw the axes. Okay? So it's going to be, first of all, it's going to be 5 to the what and 1 what? Do you know, Alice? This goes left or right, and it's the opposite sign. So it's not going to be left 5. A lot of students think, oh, it says negative 5, I should go left. No, not when it's in parentheses. So I'm going to go the opposite way, 5 to the right. And I already did it up above. Do you guys realize it's the same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, as I just did above? Yeah. Okay. So if I know that I need 5, 1, then I can just make a normal halfway through. How about halfway through? Now, instead of my vertex being at 0, 0, I need to go 5 right and 1 up, and then plot my point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right, 1 up. I'm going to be off the graph a little bit, but that's okay. Over 1, up 1. Both directions. Remember, like I've been doing the past 2 days? Where's a pencil? Over 1, up 1. How about we don't do the parent function today because it's late start. We don't have time.
But it's fine if we do it right.
It's of course fine if you do it. It's very thorough if you do it. My axis of symmetry is x equals 5. And I'm doing domain and range. My domain, okay, we did this lesson earlier this week. Scan it left to right. All real numbers. It's going to go forever left and forever right. Negative infinity. Positive infinity. All real numbers. Negative infinity, comma, positive infinity. The range. Remember that's low to high? Where does it... So, by the way, my range is going to be my y value. You guys, where does it start? It's not here. No. It starts at 1. It touches 1. Bracket 1, comma, and then up forever. It's a whole circle, solid circle at 1, and then it goes up, infinity. Okay. Number 2. Same instructions. Vertex, Axis of symmetry. What else? Oh, max and min. Domain, range. These are all the key features. Okay. Well, we already said that it was -2, -7, right? 2 to the left, 7 down. We said that on the front side. The front side is exactly the same as this. So make your axes. You guys, if I have to go down 7, can I give you a hint? If I have to go down 7, I'm going to make my x-axis really high up there so I have room to go down 7. But my y can be in the middle. So check out what I did. I'm recording. I'm recording. Actually, yes. So my vertex is -2, -7. Plot that. 2 to the left, 7 down. It has a minimum because it's facing upward. My axis of symmetry is the same as my first number in my vertex. So do I need to highlight that? Do you guys need to remember that, or do you got that? My vertex is the same number as the axis of symmetry is the first number in my vertex. Domain. Oh, I haven't graphed it yet. Over 1, up 1. Over 2, up 4. Stay with me. Oh, yay. Over 1, up 1. Over 2, up 4. Ah. My domain is all real numbers because it goes forever. All these parabolas, the domain is going to be all real numbers, everybody. My range is going to be my y value. -7. It touches -7. So I'll use a paperclip. Here's negative infinity. No. Oh, it starts at -7. -6, -5, -4. Up to positive infinity. Low to high. It touches -7, and then it goes to infinity, and infinity always has parentheses. So we're really putting everything together today. Everything we've learned in the past 2 weeks is like combo day. All right, 3 to the left, -3, -1. That's my vertex. Axis of symmetry, max min, domain, range. Okay. My axis of symmetry is the same as my first number of my vertex. X equals -3. I don't know if it has a maximum yet. I should probably graph it. -3, -1 is just normal. I don't need to make my axis higher or lower. It's just like nothing, no big numbers or anything. So I plot my vertex first. 3 to the left, 1 down. And then I do my over 1, up 1. Over 2, up 4. Does this have a max or a min? And how do you know? How do you know? Because it's facing upward. Domain is, for every problem, all real numbers. My range, though, start low. Low to high. No, 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 no. What's that? What's that? -1, and then up to positive infinity. So, bracket -1 because it touches -1, and then infinity has a parentheses. Yeah. Ooh. Number 4 faces down. 8 to the right, 3 up. Eight to the right, I better make room for that. If I'm going to go 8 to the right, I'm going to move over. Thanks. I'm going to go way over here with my y-axis because I have to go 8 over to the right. And it's facing downward. A couple things to consider. 8 to the right, 3 up. Oh my gosh, I still didn't go over enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, bummer. I still didn't go over enough. Oh, 3 up. What am I doing? So, facing down, people. Facing down. Over 1, down 1. And try your best to go. I mean, it's off the graph. It's already hard enough. Because it's facing downward, it has a maximum, a high point. What's the domain of all parabolas? What's the domain of all parabolas?
All real numbers.
All real numbers. Negative infinity, positive infinity. Some people do like that special R, but I'm going to do negative infinity, positive infinity. The range, oh, so different. This is going downward. It goes to negative infinity. These arrows are going to go all the way down to negative infinity. So it starts at negative infinity low, and then it goes up, 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 up. Oh, it stops at the y value, 3. Negative infinity to 3 bracket because it touches 3. That one's, the range is a little harder on that one. Okay, I want you to stop with 1, 2, 3, 4. I want you to turn to the last page. So, these are all going to have 1 in front of the parentheses. But I want you to tell me, how did I go over and then did I go up or down? So, the equation is going to be over something up or down. So, I went over from my vertex, 0, 0, over 3, down 2. So, that's going to be right 3, down 2. X what? 3 minus 2. Do I put a +3 or a -3 if I go right? Be careful. Opposite sign, minus. So x minus 3. Don't forget that little squared. Number 8, what did I do? Over what, up what? Over 1, up 6. Okay. Right 1, up 6. Y equals x minus 1 squared plus 6. Number 9. Let me do 9. I have 1 minute. 8 left, 2 down. X plus 8 squared minus 2. So, I want you to do 10 and 11, and then for your weekend homework, you're going to graph 10 graphs. Yep. Yeah. Yes, you have 2 days to do it. 48 hours of math. It'd be great. So great. So you're doing 11 and 12, and then you're doing 1 through 10. All right, I'm going to stop the video.